comments, about 3 minutes, if you would, please. Is there anybody who'd like to just step on up here? Please state your name and your address, sir.
How you doing? I'm Kenneth Hare, 2246 Hiawatha Boulevard. First off, I would like to thank you guys for having the courage and understanding and wisdom to discuss this ban on K2 that we've been discussing. As a taxpayer, I'm grateful, to know that you guys do some critical thinking on these areas. I'm against the ban on it, not because I use it or because I have any desire to use it. I understand that the effects that it has on we the people that are living outside of, growing up in an area where drugs were prevalent. The war on drugs is not working. It hasn't been working. Banning something gives kids better access to it, gives them a better chance of violence, rapes, beaten, killed, and a lot of times these crimes don't get reported because they're putting themselves in an illegal position to begin with, so they don't want to bring any unwanted pressure on themselves to report it. And as a parent of a 15-year-old, I would much rather know that these things are taxed, regulated, instead of where she can go to a dangerous neighborhood if she chooses to get whatever she wants, wherever she wants, and however she wants. I watched the last meeting, and I want to give credit to Mr. Hines for giving our children, the acknowledgement they deserve for wanting to address the issues with our city. I think it's great. Children need to be involved in what's going on. But at the same time, we need to be wise and teach them of our Constitution. Government's job isn't to take liberties away, it is to protect liberties, and it's up to us as parents to be responsible and teach our children right from wrong, what to do and what not to do. Anytime we have an overburdened prison system now filled with nonviolent drug users, people whose no other crime was holding a drug, and they did nothing actually to anybody else. So I urge you strongly not to ban it. I mean, it just puts a burden on all the taxpayers, puts more nonviolent people into the prison system, overcrowds the courts, and it's just an overall another step on our liberties as people to own ourselves, not somebody else to own us and tell us what's good for us, what's not good for us. That should be left to us to decide on our own as individuals and as parents and responsible community members. The money we could save, we could educate children, just like we do now with cigarettes and alcohol. We tell our kids, don't do it, they're bad for you, but you can still buy them. You can still, where you're 18 or 21, you can still go purchase whatever you want to purchase as an adult. So to save our children, we got to stop letting the bad guys have it. We need to tax, regulate it, and keep it at that note instead of putting, there are some bad guys that do drugs and will break into your house, but I would much rather know that the nonviolent people aren't locked up for a choice they made just for drugs. I mean, my house got broken into. I didn't even get an investigation on who broke into my house. Oh, well, nothing we can do. But yet we arrest people every day for just having a little bit of some kind of drug, any drug. So I wanted to thank you for keeping this discussion open and not just going with the establishment and saying, there you go, it's banned, we're done. So I just wanted to thank you guys and let you know my input. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else?